The blazing white lines in the house, ready for another reaction video. Now the video I'm about to react to has been brought to us by none other than a Planet Dolan. Great channel, be sure to check them out. They do excellent story vids and top 10s and stuff just like this. And I hope you all enjoy it as much as I will, but just saying. So what we're about to see by Planet Dolan today is Weird Family Members Reddit Stories 4. This ought to be festive, so let's have fun and get this party started. Now without further ado, let's go.
Planet Dolan.
From peeing on cats to swimming in toilets, the Planet Dolan crew reenacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about the weirdest things our family members do. I'm Hellbent. I'm reading your stories today. Number 10 was submitted by Galaxy Cats 24000. Back when Paprika lived with her parents, her dad would always do something weird. He would go around the house singing and dancing. It wouldn't be so bad if her dad did it while wearing clothes.
Okay, so wait a sec. Your father would openly... Give me a second to process this here. Your father would sing openly around the house while naked. Well, all I have to say about that is FBI open up. I mean, for goodness sakes, that is just plain bizarre. I mean, I swear, if I caught my father walking around the house singing while naked with all of his wah-wah hanging out, I would be saying, like, can you please get some clothes on, you dumbass? I mean, I'm just saying.
Whenever her dad took off his clothes, Paprika would go to her room and lock the door. Not only did she think it was weird, but also very scary, seeing a grown naked man dance around the house while singing. Number 9 was submitted by Sharky Malarkey. One time, Gergak went to his aunt's house for a visit. During the visit, he had to use the bathroom. As soon as he walked in, Gergak saw his little cousin playing around inside the toilet like it was a swimming pool. But that wasn't the only time his little cousin was in the toilet. He was caught at least 20 more times before Gergak left his aunt's house. He isn't sure if his little cousin still does that or not. Wait, did Gergak have to pee 20 times, or how many family members were over there? You know what? I'm not questioning this one. Number 8 was submitted by Wizard 105. The weirdest thing Pecan's cousin ever did happened whenever she babysat her. If her cousin took a shower, Pecan had to be in the bathroom with her to supervise. While taking a shower, her little cousin would wipe her hand between her cheeks and then lick it. She would do it over and over.
What the... Okay, I think I'm about to throw up. Are you saying this woman would take her hand in between her butt cheeks and go... and go... That's disgusting! What the hell? If I caught any relative of mine doing that in the shower, that's if I'm around any relative in the shower, I swear, I'm not eating anything they serve me. I'm not drinking anything, I'm not eating anything. If someone has served it, it better be someone that's more hygienic. I'm just saying, that's just plain messed up. If I was at this person's house, I wouldn't trust any of the food. Because I would be afraid that she had stuck her hand between her butt cheeks and then rubbed it on the food. I mean, that's just disgusting.
Again, because it was oh so funny. It wasn't a nasty habit or anything, she just liked to annoy Pecan. You know what? Some stories you ought to keep to yourself, you creep. Number 7 was submitted by Red Herds. One day, Derek's dad told him that he always used a toilet brush to clean his feet. At first, Derek didn't believe him. Then his dad took him upstairs and to the bathroom. He then picked up the toilet brush and cleaned his feet with it. At the time, Derek was young and didn't truly understand how nasty that was. So, one day at school, he told his elementary teacher about it. She looked at him with a very disgusted expression on her face. Even though he finally understood how disgusting that was once he grew older, Derek thought it was funny back when he was a kid. Number 6 was submitted by Bat Sniper 333. Spence's dad loves to annoy her. One of the things he does to annoy her is poop and then take a picture of it. After taking the picture, he'll text it to her. If she isn't home and he poops, he won't flush the toilet. Instead, he'll wait for Spence's to come home before flushing it. Not only does it annoy her, but it also disgusts her. It's certainly the weirdest thing her dad does. Number 5 was submitted by Amaliano 20091. Tolop's brother always does weird things. One day, she found him peeing on her cat. Freaking out, Tolop told her parents.
That tastes good to you. Okay, back to the video. Also, before I get back to the video, I have to say one thing. The only reason I haven't said anything about some of these stories is because some things are just too oblivious for words. I can't help it. But I'm just giving an explanation. But besides that, back to the video.
Parents, but they didn't believe her. She took them to the backyard where she saw her brother peeing on the cat. All they saw was a wet cat and Tolop's brother running butt naked back into the house. When they went into his room, he was wearing pajamas and reading comics. Their parents asked him if it was true that he peed on his sister's cat, but he lied, saying that he didn't. Unbeknownst to her brother, Tolop had recorded him peeing on her cat. She showed it to their parents.
I mean, if I was this kid's parent and I heard he had peed on one of the family cats, I swear he wouldn't like me. My dad taught me old-fashioned discipline, if you get what I mean. Ooh. Just saying. I mean, that kid needs a spanking. Or better yet, we need to let the cat pee on him as retribution.
And they grounded her brother for a month for giving the cat a golden shower. Number 4 was submitted by Running Ship Guy. Soup's older brother was a strange kid who did many weird things. There was only one weird thing that always stuck with Soup over the years. One time, while sleeping, he woke up from the flash of a camera, heard his brother's voice say, "Oh no," before running out of the bedroom. The next day, Soup thought it was some kind of weird dream. After his brother left to go to the grocery store, he saw that his brother left his phone on the table. Wanting to make sure that it was only a dream, Soup picked up his brother's phone and looked at the pictures. It turned out his brother had about 50 pictures of him sleeping. When he asked his brother why he did it, he replied, "It is art and you will not stop me from doing it!"
What's your bets? And I know this sounds incestual, but what's your bets this kid is taking these pictures down to his basement and fapping to them for all we know? Just saying. And I wouldn't put it past anybody because there are a lot of weird fetishes out there. But I'm just saying.
Thankfully, Soup's brother stopped taking pictures of him while he slept. Or so he thinks. Number 3 was submitted by XX Dritton Cat 05XX. The weirdest thing Andy's sister does is eat plastic. Even if Andy or her family tell her to stop, she'll continue eating it. If it's made from plastic, she'll eat it. Whenever they go to a fast food restaurant and get a soda to drink, her sister will start chewing on the straw. After a while, her sister would go from chewing on the straw to eating it. If they had to share a straw, Andy would get frustrated because her sister would chew on the straw so much that it would be hard for Andy to get any liquid out of the cup. Her sister has been eating plastic ever since she was 9 years old and continues to do so today. Number 2 was submitted by XXXX Blue Wolfie XXXX. Wolfgang's mom is a hoarder. She will keep everything. Every place where something can be stored is overflowing with receipts, but that's not the worst. The worst is that his mom hoards food. Some of the food she has is close to 5 years old. Wolfgang never eats any of the food that she has for that reason, but his dad eats it because he doesn't know how old the food is. She'll also kill anyone if they touch something that belongs to her because she thinks that they're gonna try to throw it away. Her hoarding problem is so severe that they had to buy extra freezers to store the old food. While they have bags of canned soup, which isn't all that unusual, she also...
Okay, I'm trying to think about this. I'm trying to think about what she hoards, this whole food thing. I bet you she has a pizza laying around in her basement that's so moldy, it probably has its own intelligent life and civilization right on the mold. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, and with the way this woman is hoarding, it reminds me of someone I used to know. A next door neighbor of, and when I was living with my parents in another park, there was this neighbor. She was completely off her rocker. I mean, just saying. There was a person that took care of some cats around the park, trailer park. So I went to take the cat over to her. That way the cat could have a nice meal because I couldn't feed it. The second I start carrying the cat over to the woman's place, my next door neighbor comes out of the door, rambling on like a maniac. Going like, "You can't touch that cat! That cat belongs to the Lord!" I mean, it was ridiculous. Eventually, I just had to put the cat down because I didn't want to deal with the drama. But I'm just saying, that's a little tidbit for you. But besides that, back to the video.
Also has a lot of unlabeled containers that have mystery food in them. Wolfgang is too afraid to open any of those containers. In addition to being very old, all of the old food in the refrigerator and freezers ruins the taste and smell of the new food. The only thing Wolfgang will eat in that house are chips and nothing else. So, just chips then. Number 1 was submitted by Gizmos My Dog. When Gooby was 9 years old, her sister, Snoopy, kept complaining that people were bullying her at school. Days later, Gooby went to Snoopy's room to see if she wanted to play. Before going inside, she looked through the crack in the door and she saw Snoopy with a razor blade slicing her arm and her wrist. There was blood everywhere. When she went to bed that night, Gooby cried herself to sleep. Snoopy continued to cut herself over the next couple of days when Gooby finally decided to tell her father. He was so shocked that he took Snoopy to see a therapist. Thankfully, Snoopy is fine and her scars have completely healed. That's not a weird thing, that's just fucking dark. Huge thanks for the folks over on our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories. We have another question for you. What was the weirdest thing your teacher ever did? Let us know on the Reddit page linked below and you might be featured in a future countdown. This video was made possible by our fans over on Patreon. Thanks for your support, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. That was completely, and I have to say, awesome and weird. I mean, weird, you always have that one family member in the family that's a complete oddball. Trust me, I've seen plenty of them. But besides that, I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. I hope this was as insightful for you as it was for me. And also, I hope you all have a nice, stupendous day. Be sure to check out my channel, The Blazing White Lion. Also, be sure to check out my BitChute channel. Link will be in the description. Also, be sure to leave any comments or any videos you'd like to recommend for this channel in the description down below. Thank you. Have a nice, stupendous day, and hope you all take care. But I have to say, that was just saying good. Well done. But besides that, 1, 2, 3.